here?
A lot of personal accomplishment. I feel like it is something big to pull off, especially as, you know, a 14-year-old. I think that it really just shows people how much you can accomplish if you put your mind to it.
Nathan, thank you for meeting me out here. It's dark, but I wanted to come out here because this is in front of your Eagle Scout project, right?
Yeah. Right
and yeah, there's big machinery out here now, a little hard to see, but I want to talk first about scouts, because an Eagle Scout, right, is kind of like the high end of scouting.
Yeah.
So talk about your path in scouting, like what got you into scouting, what have you done?
So what got me into scouting was really my dad. He brought me to so he was in scouting when he was a kid, and he brought me to a meeting when I was young, like I believe first grade. It's something called Cub Scouts, which is like the younger version, and he just brought me to a meeting, and I really liked it. So
first grade is when you got involved? And what grade? You're in high school now, right?
Yeah, I'm a freshman.
Freshman, wow. It's a long time. Have most of the people that have been in it stayed that whole time? You get people come and go, or what do you find?
Yeah, there's people that come and go. Like people that start in Cub Scouts will sometimes, you know, quit before they get into Boy Scouts. Some people would join, you know, 7th grade, 6th grade, 5th grade. It's about 10 and a half when you can join.
Okay.
So some people will join then, and then, you know, and then continue on. And then you age out at 18. And then there's another program called Venturing where you can join at 14, and that ages out at 21. Okay.
So tell me the stages. You said Cub Scouts you start. Yeah. And then where does it go from there?
So usually people will either start in that 5th grade area and go up, or they'll start in Cub Scouts. And essentially with Cub Scouts, you just start, you know, wherever you do in Cub Scouts, and then you will go up, and then right as you hit that 5th grade mark, there's something called a blue and gold, which is a ceremony where you essentially like graduate from Cub Scouts and you move to Boy Scouts. Okay. And then from there, most people will either age out at 18, you know, get their Eagle, age out, help with the troop, or they will join Venturing. And usually people join Venturing to stay more active in the Order of the Arrow.
And what is Venturing? What does that mean?
So Venturing is just another program, you know, they had to come up with a different name kind of thing, but it goes for longer. I haven't looked 100% like very much into it. Okay. But yeah, it's like it's just for older scouts. They go on like I guess adventures, like more as like for example, like we might go cabin camping in February, but venturers might like go climb backpack for a weekend, right? Yeah. Whereas, you know, we might do that one weekend, but they might do that, you know, multiple weekends of a year.
Now you're a freshman. Why are you at the point now of doing an Eagle Scout project? When does that come up in a scout's career?
So usually people will just it's usually junior, senior year that people do Eagle Scout projects.
So you're jumping the gun a little bit here, huh?
Jumping the gun a little, but I don't know. I guess 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, I didn't really like do many sports. Scouts was really my big thing. Okay. Now I'm in cross country and wrestling, but back then I just had a lot more time to contribute to scouting.
So what do you think? Now you're a freshman. Like we said, you've been in a long time. What do you think scouting has done for you as a young man?
Scouting has provided me like a lot of knowledge about leadership. Right, you know, school projects, leadership there, like, you know, don't be like the overarching guy who's like yelling at everyone. It's also provided me like service hours for NJHS at middle school, like getting in. Yeah. Leadership's really the big one.
Give me an example of how they teach leadership.
So within scouting, there's multiple like leadership roles. So by just, you know, firsthand experience within the role, that's one of the ways. And then there's also a bunch of like camps almost that you go to learn leadership. So you got ILST, which is Troop RAN. It stands for Introduction to Leadership Skills for Troops. And actually we hold ours right over there in the town hall over there. Cool. But that's about 8 a.m. to just after noon sometimes. And we it's just different leadership skills that we show like the youth in our troop. So when they get up to leadership positions, you know, they're better prepared. And then people that are in leadership positions kind of, it's like a review.
Now, I've seen quite a few Eagle Scout projects, and this is a pretty aggressive project. Yeah. What made you pick this project in the first place?
My dad served in the military. My aunt is still serving in the military. I had a neighbor who had his leg blown off and lost some of his eyesight, and a friend's dad of mine is quadriplegic after getting shot in the spine or back with in a sniper in Iraq.
And Cher, this is a memorial for...
Oh, yeah, this is a memorial to the veterans that served in Iraq and Afghanistan.
Yeah,
so,
very cool. Now, do you know, are there other similar memorials in towns nearby?
So in towns nearby, there are memorials for veterans, but none that I could find specifically for Iraq and and Afghanistan. So this would be kind of, the first one in the area.
Yeah, wow, that's very cool. And what a great personal connection for you, as well as the community, because so many people, that's more my age and on that served in that. So a great realizing the moving on, and we're all getting older, but how awesome that you're seeing that and recognizing it as well. So how did you get this property? Is this village property?
Yeah, village property. Really what happened was I was thinking about this in 8th grade, and I was in the student government program.
Okay.
And I kind of got put into the position of shadowing the village administrator. So I brought it up to him, and he goes, that's a great idea, right? And then I still had at the time I still had to kind of go up another rank, right? And so once I was life, which is this rank, the one right before Eagle.
Okay.
I reached out and I said, hey, I'm planning to do this. Does this property in downtown Frankfort work? They said no to that, just for a multitude of reasons, like lack of security at night and those sort of things. But they decided to give me this. They said they thought this right over here would be good. I looked into it. I thought it'd be pretty cool with the creamery. You got the parade here in the fall. You got the parking lot over there for Fall Fest, town hall, right? You got the opening trail right here, and I thought, it might be a stop in the community for someone passing through. So. No,
that's great. And do you know what's going on now? This isn't all for your project, right?
No. So right now they're dredging the pond.
Oh, okay.
Just cleaning the pond out.
And tell us, when will construction start on the project?
So really, construction will start when I get the funds for it.
Okay.
So right now I'm sitting at about I believe 46% raise.
Okay.
I got to raise $56,000.
And you had some awesome donors. I want you to share some of them, because initially it's like 105,000 you were raising, right?
And then I asked Mr. Corman, who is a locally based landscaper, and I reached out. He said he'd be happy to help me out. He's
awesome.
Donating all of his time. Yeah, obviously he has to charge me for resources and stuff.
Sure.
But yeah, he got the price all the way down to $56,000.
Wow, that's amazing. So, and any other big donors you want to mention that have helped you out?
Yeah, so my uncle, Chris Jackiw, he helped me. Mr. Dan Cook, he gave a large donation. The Marshall family gave me a large donation. A multitude of companies, all around.
That's great. You have a website, right?
Yeah.
So can people donate through your website?
Yeah, so when you go to my website, which is www.nathanseagleproject.com, when you go there, there'll be some information about me, about the project. There's a rendering on there. And then there's a button that says donate here. It'll bring you to my donation page where you can choose the amount you'd like to donate. Put in all your information, and it'll go to a segregated account for just my Eagle Scout project ran by the troop.
Awesome.
So.
Well, good. We'll put your website information on as well, so people can hopefully reach out and donate.
Yeah.
Very exciting. I can't wait. Hopefully we get to come back when you do your big opening and share that with the community as well. So.
Yeah. I also have a Facebook page.
Oh yeah, please share that too.
So the Facebook page is essentially just me. It's as I go through scouting stuff. I post on there. I post about news with the project and just things I do with scouting and updating people about the project. It's Nathan's Eagle Scout Project. That's where I got the website and Facebook page mixed up. But yeah, I post on there around every other day. Sometimes I'll miss a day, right? Sometimes it'll be day after day, but usually I'm pretty consistent with updating that.
What does it mean to be an Eagle Scout?
Eagle Scout it's an honor, really. Not a lot of people get it. It helps out with jobs, college applications, but it's kind of prestigious.
Yeah.
So.
What kind of personal accomplishment do you think you'll feel when you see this finished here?
A lot of personal accomplishment. I feel like it is something big to pull off, especially as a 14-year-old. I think that it really just shows people how much you can accomplish if you put your mind to it.
And to realize this is going to be sitting here for a long time, you know, maybe even after, you know, we're all gone, and you still have that place here on the community. So that's very cool. Especially as a 14-year-old, like, geez, that's awesome, Nathan. So again, I'll, you know, all the information about where people can donate. Hopefully you blow past your goal and you can, I don't know, add fireworks or something. But but best of luck, and thank you for coming out and talking with me.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.